Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today we have a Wantable, and I know some of you are probably thinking, Alicia, why are you bothering? I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of asking myself the same question. I will say partly I feel like I was bamboozled. They offered me a free edit, and I thought I had applied the free edit because I hit redeem and all that. You don't see what they're charging you until the very end. And so part of it's my fault. I should have noticed, but the free edit was for what's that called? A themed edit. I picked the style edit. So I technically paid for this, although that wasn't my goal. I will also say once you order a box, it automatically enrolls you in a monthly box. So at least it does that for me. I have to remember every time to go back in and cancel. So anyway, Wantable gives you basically a free edit if you didn't buy anything, is so far in my experience, and they give you a credit. Last time I got a $20 credit. I believe this time I got a $15 credit. I don't know. I had kind of thought I should just walk away and not get edits anymore, but here we are. I will say it looks fairly hopeful. The prices also really aren't that bad. Most things, well, I shouldn't say that. I guess I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of things. There are a few things that are cheaper, but there's a lot of things in the $80 range. So I guess I shouldn't speak too soon. All right. First up, we have a purse. I did not pick this. They picked this. I did pick about 3 things in my edit. This is the Josie Double Crossbody for $58 by Mally and Lily. It's just not my style. It looks like a camera case. It has 3 zippers. It has this sort of like, I don't know, Arizona Aztec sort of thing. It does feel really good quality. It's just not my style. I would probably prefer if this was one big pouch. That way you could put more in it. And it does come, it comes with a different strap. So that's kind of nice. It comes with a plain black strap. Again, it's not terrible, but it's just not my style. And I know that these big thick straps are in. They're just not really my style. This is also pretty heavy for a lightweight bag. So again, great quality. If you are into this kind of style, I think this is really nice. I'm just not. So that is definitely a no. Next up, we have a 78 and Sunny black shirt. This is very much like I just purchased from them with the buttons halfway down. This is I can't think of the word, but when there's like kind of like stripes on it. This does not look like it's going to fit. It seems like a good quality, but it is $74, and I believe I put on my note that I would like tops less than $70. I will say I double-checked my note. I have a gazillion things in my note that I just don't think they're reading, but in my request, I requested tops under 70, and this clearly doesn't fit the bill. Autumn long sleeve Henley. I don't have any problems with this other than I don't know if I have a need. It does look too small, and it's $74. This next piece I'm kind of excited about, other than I am getting to my limits of burgundy, but I'm kind of liking that. I love the color. I like that button detail. I love the sleeve length. Like this is really cute. I'm liking this. This is Geyser Blue, extra large. I'm a little afraid it's not going to fit. I'm a little afraid it's too small. And it's also very heavy. With this hardware here is super duper heavy. I like this though a lot. I think it's super cute. It is $69. I think this is a much nicer top for cheaper than their house brand. I hope this fits. This is super cute. I like this quite a bit. It's just, it looks tiny. So I don't know. We will see. I'm excited though. I'm excited for this. I'm afraid it's too small. Now, I'm not quite sure what they're thinking. I've sent back 2 Geyser Blue blazers with notes saying they are just too small. So I do not know why they're sending me another one. I would go out on a limb and say this one is also too small. Now, this color of blue is a good color on me, but this is like electric cobalt blue. It is also wrinkled to the hilt. I don't know. I just don't know if I would want a blazer this stand out. They would, like, if I wore this once a week, they'd be like, why are you wearing that electric blue blazer all the time? So, I don't know. I have lost 8 pounds. Maybe it'll fit, but even if it did fit, I would want a more neutral color. This is $89. The tag is bent all up. Like, I just feel like this is very obviously keeps getting sent out, keeps getting sent back. I don't know. If the last two didn't fit, I'm not quite sure why this would fit. I did pick these. I could use some colored denim in my wardrobe. I believe these are a flare or a boot cut. I like purple. These are Bayes. I have never heard of that brand. Bayes? I have never heard of that. I don't know whether that's a brand or not Stitch Fix, but a Wantable brand. It does have a high cotton, which I'm not a fan of, but they are very stretchy. So I don't know. I am willing to give these a try. They're supposed to be a high rise. So I am excited for the potential of these. Pants are, as you guys know, super hard to fit me. I was trying to find the price. These are $112. Next up, we have something. A jacket? But this is that brush knit that pills to the 10th. This looks like a dress. I don't know what this is. This is a lot of fabric. Okay, this is like a jacket. This is like a brushed knit jacket. This looks humongous. Like lots and lots of fabric. I like the color. They're saying a cardigan, over the falls cardigan, $79. There is a lot of fabric, but it is that, like, kind of, is my camera focusing? Like, it is just that brush knit that is going to pill. It is very soft. This does not look like a cardigan to me. This is looking like a kind of sweatshirt jacket. I'm not a fan with the hoodie and the drawstrings. I don't know. I will try it on. There's a lot of fabric. I am thinking this is going to be way too big. And it's also expensive. All right, up next. This might be requested for me. This fabric just feels itchy. This is by Gentle Fawn, extra large. It is looking cropped. I don't like too cropped, so that's maybe sad. I love the sleeve length. I'm afraid this is cropped. I like the color, although this is like bright. Like this seems like an electric color. Oh my Lord, $89. I don't know what I was doing requesting that. It's polyester and spandex, but this just feels, I wouldn't say it's itchy, but it just feels very coarse. So I don't know. We will see. I'm afraid this is too short. It looks very cropped. So I think this is too short for my frame. I'm 5'8". And it is expensive. Like, I would have to love it. And it fits perfect for me to spend $89 on it. All right. We have some shorts, which I think are on clearance. $34. I could use some shorts. $34 is a good price. I requested these. These are the Athleisure Skyrise Relaxed Short with drawstring. These are Democracy. I hope they fit. I really do. They are not like, they have that like stretchy Democracy waistband, but it doesn't like, it seems to be all stretched out, if that makes any sense. I hope these fit. I definitely could use some pants or shorts, I'd rather. And then we have one more pair of jeans. So they have made a mistake, which is kind of sad. I'm supposed to have a short sleeve burgundy top for $34 that I requested. But instead I have jeans. So these jeans, or no, maybe I'm just missing that top. Okay, I don't know. These are on for $89. Super high-rise boot cut by Loverette. So I am missing a burgundy top. So I don't know how I feel about the whiskering, but I like these. Lots of stretch. I believe they were supposed to be super high-rise. We will see. So now I don't know what to do about that. I am pretty sure I am missing a top, so that's bad for them, bad for me. Now I have to email them that I'm missing something. All right, let's get to the try-on. All right, the good news is this is the top I thought was missing. It's not a twist front, so I feel like it's mislabeled, but the label is here. All right, I thought we would just try on a couple of these jackets right off the bat. So this is the Skyzer Blues blazer. It already feels, yeah, it is just so tight in the arms. So this is an extra large. I just can't wear a Skyzer Blue extra large. It is so tight in the arms. Even if it fit perfect, I just don't know that I would want a electric blue blazer. The blue does look good on me. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It is just so tight in the arms that this just doesn't work. Now we have this, what they are calling a cardigan, but it looks like a hoodie. And it seems like there is just a ton of fabric. And I forget, I think this is like $79. It's just too much, I feel like. And like I said, it is this weird, cheap, brushed knit on the outside. And I feel like it's oversized. Like I feel like I could for sure do a large, possibly. I am not a fan of the brush knit. It's because it's gonna pill. This feels like it's like one of those like where the front is longer. I just don't. This is not me. There's nothing wrong with it per se, other than it is $79. I love the color. It is very soft, but again, it is the brush knit that is just going to pill, at least in my past experience. So it is not bad at all, but it's just not me, not for $80. All right, let's get to the next thing. This is that Skyzer Blue. It's on sale for $34. You can see cleavage. It is a severe V-cut. It is so close to me really liking it. I love the collar. I like the V-neck. I don't know if there's like, could you stitch a little piece of fabric in here? I hate wearing like a cami underneath. I also think having a cami would kind of ruin the V-neck. This fits way better than I thought it would. I like the hardware. It is heavy duty hardware though. And I'm afraid this is one of those, it fits standing up. I'm a little afraid sitting down, it may be gappy. Oh, it's sewn. No gaps there. This little thing here needs like a tiny little triangle fabric just right here, because I am a teacher and the fact that you can see some of my cleavage is kind of a deal breaker. This is probably, if we're going to be honest, the closest thing I think that's going to work, and it's a great price. I would pay nothing for it, I think, because I have the $20 styling fee and then I have a $15 credit. So this would basically be free for me. I need to sit down in it. I do think it's borderline, just like tiny bit too small. I really love it. It would be probably a love I would wear tomorrow if it wasn't for the fact that it's just too low cut. I don't know. Could you stitch it? Could I do a little fabric glue right there? I don't know. What do you guys think? I really hate the idea of wearing a shell with this. But so far, this is probably the closest thing I can imagine from being out here. Something that I will really like. I don't know. I kind of like it. This next one, on top of being too expensive, clearly doesn't fit. It is very scratchy, coarse. The material theoretically is like nylon and spandex or something like that. It should not be so scratchy. I love the sleeve length. I like the color. I like the color. It is so scratchy. And it's clearly too small. It's also probably shorter than I would like. Anyway, this is just a no-go for all the obvious reasons. I'll be back with the next. All right, this is their brand top. It is too tight. It may not be noticeable because it's black, but it is too tight. The sleeves are fairly tight. I will say, I feel like in their own brand, they have some issues where some of their stuff ranges really big. Some of it ranges small. This is also 80 bucks. It is very thick. It has like hair. I don't know whether you can see it, but hair and fuzz. I feel like this happened in the last box where I think they just really need to, between people trying it on, really need to lint roll it out. But the sleeves are like suction cup. It is thick, but in a bad way, in my opinion. I don't like how thick it is. I don't like that it's 80 bucks. So anyway, we have 3 pairs of pants or bottoms to try on. That maroon top, I think, is still the only possibility. We'll see. You never know. I could love the pants. So let's do the pants next. All right. I can kind of see why these shorts are on clearance. They're almost too big. In the whatever, but they don't fit my stomach. You can see they're pushing up my stomach. It was a fight to get the zipper up. I even have like my little extender. Technically they're closed. I don't know. I feel like they're supposed to be higher up on my waist, but they just don't go. The stretchy waistband doesn't really have stretch. I guess there they go kind of on my stomach a little better, but I don't know. I just really don't. I don't really care for them. I like the ones I got on Amazon better. I've been here lately trying to find some things on Amazon, and I found a pair of shorts for probably too much for Amazon, but about $35, $38, and I like them better. I don't like this really wide like leg thing. So these shorts are just a no-go. All right, I'm back with a Vervet jeans. Technically they fit. I do have a little bit of an extender on. They are high rise. I also feel like they are just about 2 inches too long. So they technically fit. I just don't think the Vervet jeans are my thing. They're kind of thicker. They fit. I don't really have anything bad to say. The knees are a little baggy. The length is too long by at least an inch. I like my Cosmic Blue better. I put those on. I feel good. They fit good. And these just feel tight. I don't feel good. I think I'm going to muffin top as I wear these throughout the day. And I don't do that with my Cosmic Blue. I really just like them a bunch. These are $89. Again, I think for somebody, they're perfect. They're too long for me, and I'm 5'8", so there's only going to be a few people. You have to be like 2 inches taller than me to make these fit. Again, nothing wrong with them. I think they fit. I just don't feel awesome. I feel like there's, I don't know, almost too sausage casing up here at the stomach, baggy in the knees, too long. I do feel like they fit my butt good, but these just, I don't know. I'm not in love with them. So let's do the purple pants next. All right, we're back with the purple pants. Technically, they button up. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. They're a straight leg. I don't think they're bad. I have a feeling over camera they're probably not bad. I think they're a little baggy in the butt. They're $112. I don't think I love them $112 worth. If I'm comparing them to my Cosmic Blue Love, I just don't feel awesome in them. And I don't know. I don't think they're bad. The thing is, I would wear them once in a while with a black top. And I think they're too expensive just to wear once in a while. I would not be excited to wear them. I'm coming to the conclusion and I need to let it go. I just need to let Wantable go. I just think most of the time their clothes do not fit my body type. The pants always kind of fit, but then they're tight here or they bag somewhere else. The tops often don't fit. I'm going to try that red top on with my regular jeans. And again, I don't think these jeans look bad. And if they were 50 bucks, I might consider them, but they're not 50 bucks. They're 112. And I'm just not in love with them for $112. So I will try that red top on, which I think is our only saving grace. I thought I would do something different and put it on with black jeans. I like a bunch about this top. If it wasn't for the fact that it's on clearance for, I believe, like $34. So this is $34.50. I have $21.75 that I paid, and then I have $15 credit. So this is pretty much free. Either I'll have like $1 credit or I would owe like $1, but probably I would owe almost next to nothing. If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I would keep it. There is so much right with this top. I love the V-neck. I love the collar. I love the sleeve length. Overall, I love the hardware, but it's so big and heavy. I also kind of feel like it makes me self-conscious in my stomach, but I think I'm going to keep this because it's virtually free and I will definitely get a free use. I definitely, for my comfort, I have got to do like a little tack up here of some kind with fabric glue. Otherwise, I really like it. My major complaint is that it shows cleavage. And I think working in a junior high, that's just a no-go. So I think I'm going to keep this, and I think I really have to try hard just to say no more Wantable for a while. Take a good long break from them. I just don't feel like their clothes fit my body, and that's okay. But it's so hard because they're trying so hard. I already have another free offer for another free Wantable, and it's hard not to do that, but I think I just have to stop. I've had several boxes and their stuff isn't me. So I think I'm gonna keep this and send everything else back. The purse is just not my taste, and I would owe like $20 more on the purse. It is very nice quality though. So if it was your style, I would say this is definitely good quality. It's just not me. All right, I think I'm gonna keep this. Let me know if you think it's a grave mistake, but it's basically free because I've already paid $20 and I have $15 credit. So I'm pretty sure this is staying with me. Anyway, I hope you have a great day and I will talk to you soon.